Hi, back in the warm again. It's freezing outside, so I don't fancy the garage too much today. Today I'm going to review a brand, a couple of products I've got here to demonstrate the quality of the brand. It's a knife brand that doesn't get as much attention as some of the others, but I absolutely love these guys. They haven't got a massive product line, but what they've got is very, very high quality. So they are Maserin. We've got two knives here, the Pitbull and the Reactor. Both of them, they're quite a couple of years old, but they're still available in the product line, and these are two of my favorite folders. They are so smooth for the money. You fold out perfectly and then shut really nicely. But that was the Reactor, and then the Pitbull. Nice chunky blades on them, and again they're just really nice actions. Both very nice indeed. Slightly different designs, slightly different blades, but absolutely awesome. So we do a top down like we normally do, have a look at the features and such. Okay, here we are with our two Maserin knives. If you didn't know, Maserin are an Italian company, and they're probably not that well known in the knife world. They've got quite a few nice models, but the Italians do a really good job on folding knives, which both of these are. So first up we've got the Reactor, which is kind of got a little bit of a bigger footprint out of the two. D2 steel, a flipper. Made a hash of that because I'm trying to bend around a tripod at the same time, but very nice action on it, and they do a great job with the D2 steel. You know, you can get some good D2 and then you can get some not so good D2 depending on how companies heat treat it, and this is awesome, easy to sharpen. You can get a razor sharp edge, and both of these knives came razor sharp out of the box. And you can see got some designs on the blade, brand name, and then a motif on there. The blade's quite an aggressive shape, and then it's got this section removed here, so you can actually use that to thumb it out if you wish. I don't think it's good enough to maybe flick out from, but it's certainly good enough to just deploy slowly. Quite a long blade. We got about 4.13 inches of blade there, and it's 3.2mm thick, so quite a beast. Got some jimping across the top, which is nice, a little bit of a thumb ramp, and then that flipper actually serves as a bit of a hand guard there. It's G10 handle on this side, and then TI on the back. Obviously the lock is part of the TI frame there as well. Runs on bearings, they call them thrust bearings, same on both knives, but they're really smooth, very quick to deploy, and as we saw earlier, nice and drop shutty. The pocket clip is reversible. Unusually it's got a sort of blanking spacer on that side, and then on this side you can see we've got our pocket clip. It's not super deep carry, and the reason it's not super deep carry is because we've got this rather unusual part of the spacer piece here. It's rather unusual window breaker section at the back. But overall, a super smooth knife for its size. Normally knives this big don't quite perform so well. You certainly have to give them a bit more of a flick, but this one is quite happy to shoot out. They're both a bit heavy. This one I think is the slightly lighter of the two, being as it's G10 one side and then TI the other, coming in at 158 grams. I think the others are just a couple of grams heavier, but we'll get to that one in a second. But overall, beautiful bit of kit. And then we move over to this one here, the Pitbull. It's got kind of more aggressive name, but actually the blade is not quite as aggressive in styling as the Reactor. We haven't got the motif on there, we've just got Maserin that side, again with the flipper that also serves as the handguard. We haven't got the jimping on this one, but we have got that knurl there that kind of acts as a bit of a thumb ramp, and then there's a flat section up there if you wanted to choke down on that. That's an ideal place that you can put a bit of pressure, and I'm guessing it looks like a pretty good angle on there. You might be able to get some fire still going. I don't know why it's got these two holes here, never been able to find that out. If anyone knows, leave it in the comments. And then this one is a liner lock rather than a frame lock. Sorry it's a bit grubby, but as I said, I use all the kit. Folds away, and again beautifully smooth. The handle material on both sides is aluminium, anodized aluminium. Really nice, love the handles, very smooth in the hand, very tactile. And then reversible pocket clip again, but this time it is very deep carry, fastens at the top by another type of window breaker, a bit more aggressive, that window breaker. And I like this one a little bit more. It's a tiny bit heavier because of the aluminium scales, but it feels really comfortable, and I really like that blade shape. It's eminently usable, great for if you're going camping and you need like kitchen prep and stuff like that. It's just a really usable blade. You can get it razor sharp. This is M390, so we've got a little bit of an upgrade on the stainless, and again they do a great job on their steel. So I absolutely love this thing. I carry it often if I'm going on treks and stuff like that, and you need a folder but you want something a little bit more robust. Fantastic. Now both of these knives, I think they are an absolute bargain. They come in at around about the £150 each price point, which I just think is really good for knives of this quality. On this one, you know, you've got TI, and just the spec and the way it's made, the machining processes, the quality of the blades on these. And I don't just go by the material, but the quality of the heat treat and stuff. This is really good still. I think, you know, you could easily pay £50 or £100 more for these knives and you still wouldn't be unhappy. So Maserin just don't get enough credit. They don't seem to get very much airtime. I don't know why that is. They should get more. I think they're fantastic. These are still available. They're showing on Maserin's website, and Lamnia's got them in stock. So if I can find some links, I'll chuck some links up, but these are fantastic. I thoroughly recommend them, and I always keep my eyes out and see what Maserin are up to and see what else they've got coming out. Right, thanks for watching guys. Take care, Have a great week.